Is humanity climbing the right branch of the technological tree? 6 years after publishing The Three-Body Problem 3, Liu Cixin wrote a short but striking story titled The Festival That Cannot Coexist. This novella is largely unknown, and though it contains only about 3,600 characters, it carries an enormous amount of meaning. It explores the trajectory of human technology and offers a reflection on the Fermi paradox and the existence of alien life, ending with a profoundly provocative conclusion. Before we dive into the story, I ask you to leave a free like and follow me to support my work. I'm a novelist, a science fiction enthusiast, and a student in the fields of artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and computer vision. On the 12th of April, 1961, at the Baikonur Cosmodrome, a glorious moment in human aerospace history was unfolding. The spacecraft Vostok, carrying Yuri Gagarin, launched into space, marking the first time humanity escaped Earth's gravity and reached for the cosmos. Sergei Korolev, chief designer of the Soviet space program, stood near the launch pad, its structure darkened by the intense heat of the rocket flames. He felt the wave of warmth coming from the exhaust trench, as if summer had arrived early that spring. His eyes followed the fading trail of the rocket, full of hope and expectation for the unknown. At that moment, a quiet figure appeared beside him, a middle-aged worker in old, worn clothing, the most humble man on the base, holding a bottle of vodka and a dirty metal cup. This worker, who introduced himself only as G, had come to congratulate Korolev on the successful launch. Though gravely ill and physically weakened by alcohol, Korolev did not refuse. He had endured difficult times in the Siberian mines just as humble once, and accepted the drink, toasting with G. As they drank, G joked that he was an alien visiting Earth to study its significant festivals. He said that holidays like Christmas or New Year's were meaningless. To him, true celebrations were the great milestones of life's cell division, the rise of life on land, or the first upright steps. Those, he claimed, were worth commemorating. Korolev laughed but had to return to the control center. Before leaving, G solemnly declared that the 12th of April, 1961, should be remembered as humanity's true birthday. Korolev politely promised to remember the date and hurried off. G remained silent and sent a secret mental message through a communication unit in his brain. It was relayed to an intermediate lunar station and then to his home planet, known as Blue Era. The message read, "The 12th of April, 1961, possible birthday of humanity, probability 52.69%, continuous monitoring." Decades later, on the 5th of October, 2050, at the Chinese Academy of Sciences Center for Neuroscience and Human-Machine Interface Engineering in Beijing, lines of data streamed across a giant screen. From "I am human" to "I am really human," the neural data code 3.14159 triggered waves of applause. For the first time, humanity had successfully transferred thoughts directly into a computer via brain-machine interface. The test subject, wearing a special helmet, became a bridge between the physical and digital worlds. Ding Yi, the project's lead scientist, and his team were ecstatic. This wasn't just technological progress, it felt like a key to the future of humanity. They believed this day might be remembered forever, though time would tell. After the celebration, a quiet janitor entered the lab with a gentle smile and offered a simple toast to the historic moment. Surprising everyone, he pulled a bottle of strong liquor from his pocket and handed out small plastic cups. Curious, the scientist asked if he knew what had just happened. The janitor nodded, and with a gleam in his eyes, repeated the same joke from decades earlier. He introduced himself again as the alien G, studying Earth's most important dates. He insisted that this occasion was truly meaningful for humanity. Someone joked about the endless holidays celebrated today, especially those born online. G replied seriously that none of them mattered. When asked what he would call that day, he hesitated, mentioning casually his old conversation with Korolev, leaving everyone puzzled. Ding Yi joked that G couldn't possibly have been alive back then. G only smiled, mysteriously. The conversation returned to the future of brain-machine interfaces. Ding Yi excitedly described a future where the internet would link brains instead of computers, allowing memory, consciousness, and personality to be uploaded into a virtual world where everyone could be like gods. A young scientist interrupted, saying that space was nothing compared to the limitless freedom of the virtual world. G listened quietly, then described a bleak scenario. humans vanishing from the real world, rushing to connect to their digital paradise, leaving Earth to the forest and animals, while a lone underground supercomputer sustained billions of virtual human minds. The mood darkened. Ding Yi tried to lighten it with a joke, inviting Ji to a celebratory dinner. Ji politely declined and resumed his cleaning duties. In a low voice, almost speaking to himself, he said he had seen countless planets and civilizations that reach space only to vanish into the virtual. Why are the stars so silent? Now you know. As he left the building, Ji's communication unit sent another cold message to his home planet. Humanity's birthday on the 12th of April, 1960, possibly cancelled. The 5th of October, 2050, confirmed significant, temporarily named Day of Abortion. The story ends with a haunting reflection. By linking the first great step into space with the rise of brain-machine interfaces, it suggests that humanity seduced by the virtual might abandon reality, resulting in its own extinction. The mysterious character Ji appears to be an eternal witness to the cycles of rise and fall across civilizations. This novella raises a chilling possibility. Perhaps we've never found other intelligent life because all of them have disappeared into virtual worlds. Will we follow the same path? When technology offers us infinite possibilities, will we remember to keep exploring the real universe? Then again, maybe abandoning the physical world isn't such a bad deal. Who hasn't dreamed of a reality where every desire is fulfilled with a single thought? Imagine no more traffic, no more lines, no more unpaid bills or awkward conversations. Ironic, isn't it? An entire species trading spacefaring glory for virtual perfection, a digital paradise that, let's be honest, sounds tempting even to the skeptics. As a science fiction enthusiast and student of artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and computer vision, I often catch myself secretly rooting for that future. Maybe that's the real evolution. Who needs the cold, empty universe when we can create endless, cozy, personalized worlds inside our minds? But of course, these are just hypotheses. The line between the physical and the digital blurs quickly, and maybe that's the beauty of the dilemma. It's up to us to decide whether we want to save the real universe or just click continue. Creating videos like this is hard, and your support means the world. Thank you for watching and helping me bring more deep sci-fi stories, theories, and predictions to life. Thank you for your support.